Peace. This is a meat potato sorcery production starring myself, the Warrior Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is why do magicians struggle with money? This is a complex subject, but I feel that it's very important to try to tackle in this short video, and I will give some examples of why this does occur. So the reason that most magicians struggle with money, if you go back to their childhood, they may have come into money via certain circumstances or even their parents. This was the case of Anton LaVey when he had the Black House. Well, that house was bequeathed to him by his parents. That was originally his parents' house, and then Anton LaVey ended up running it in the ground. And after his demise in the mid-90s, they tore the Black House down. This is also the case with Aleister Crowley, who inherited a trust fund. But what ended up happening is that he got himself in financial binds. He got sued by the Order of the Hermetic Golden Dawn. They ended up winning, and he started developing habits like drug usage, alcohol, and traveling and all that. So later on, Crowley had to really depend on his supporters and some of his students. And he ended up dying in a sanitarium December the 1st, 1947. Because as he went along, the only thing he had to offer, particularly when it came to like Kenneth Grant, who's one of his last disciples and was the architect for Typhonian magic, he said, look here, I can't pay you, but I can teach you magic. And Kenneth Grant's parents thought he was out of his mind. Like, wait a minute, what? You just gonna let him teach you magic? And and then you had Helena Blavatsky. Same thing with her. She ran through her money and she succumbed to a lot of physical, diseases. And they said it was influenza, but she also had Bright disease, and then she was suffering from gout. So one of the reasons that happens, like I said, as I mentioned before, it goes back to your childhood and then not being fiscally responsible. Now, why does this really happen in the grand scheme? I call it the curse of over spirituality. Now, what I mean by that is that you're so used to getting money and procuring it by means of magic, you start disrespecting the money. Like you don't put aside for a rainy day, or you start neglecting your bills, or hey, let me just, in case I may have some health issues, I can be able to get a checkup, or just getting insurance, especially if you have children. This is very important. And a lot of people, I get money all the time. That's an energy, and you getting on this so-called what I call guru rant. Like I don't worry about the money. I let the money come to me. Okay, yeah, that's all fine and good. And when you do that, you'll get some money. But notice, as quick as you get that money, is as quick as you run through it, and it leaves your hands. I've even heard Bible thumpers talking this. Well, it's not all about that because you ain't supposed to deal with money because they go with the New Testament. You can't serve two masters and etc. etc. Then I bring up what happened with Job. Yes, but see here, look here, young man. Well, Job lost everything, but he got it back. Job almost was a broken man. Everyone turned on Job. That's the curse of over spirituality. You have to have ma'at, and that comes to even with money, not isfet. Isfet is imbalance. And I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. You're supposed to grow as a man and a woman and a magus and a witch, but also you're supposed to be better off than what you was when you started practicing magic, or you were a dabbler, or you were just really getting your feet wet. Because if a person is on the outside looking in, well, what are they going to say? I can tell you what they're going to say. Well, your magic can't be too good. Look at you. You live in a shack. You got critters running around. Or you begging for a Happy Meal. This is what they're going to say. Whether it's right or wrong, this is what they're going to say to you. The conscious community, I went through that. One of the things that used to burn me up, well, see, if you love the people so much, you'll be doing this for free. And I remember the gentleman that said that, and I knew him for 20 years. I said, okay, all right, I'll play your game. So you work at a clothing store, correct? He was like, yeah, you know how I do. I said, mm-hmm. Do you give away your clothes? I said, no, you don't. You want to know why you won't? Because you get fired and you get brought up on shoplifting charges. That's why you don't. People are going to respect you more, male or woman, when you handle your business. Period. So that's some of the reasons. And the spirits and gods and goddesses, they'll put you through certain things so you learn that lesson. Like, stop going around playing in life. Demons are especially good at that. And when they get you out of a situation, they like, wait a minute, we helped get you out this situation. And you this stupid, this is your fourth or fifth time. You're going to put yourself right back. You're going to go right back into the trouble. You're going to go right back into the frying pan with hot grease. Okay, got you. So people really struggle. Magicians struggle with money because of an exaggerated viewpoint and disrespecting spirituality. Now, are there some things that's tied in when it comes to money with your natal chart? Yes, and I've said this book before, but for newer people, it is Astrology and Past Lives by Mary Devlin. So if you look at the 10th house or even the 8th house, that will give you some clues of how you will do with your finances. So there's not really an easy solution, but when you respect money and you respect who you bequeath your time to, because even your time, that's a form of currency. So when you do that, things will turn out good for you in the long run. It may not start out that way, but things will get better. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.